Hi, I am Asmita. After a very long time, welcome to my channel that is Ashwas. So I have changed it, and I know I'm making a video after a really long time because I have been purposeless for quite some time. And let's move ahead without addressing that point. And one thing about me, I thought I must say, I'm a huge fan of philosophy, and after discussing and thinking non-stop about it, I've come to conclusion that philosophy is nothing. Philosophy is just questioning everything you see, you hear. That exactly is philosophy. I know you might not get it at the first, but stay with me. And I have got comments about in my previous videos about philosophy, which philosophy I believe in, what philosophy I mostly relate to, and books on philosophy. So if you ask me any books on philosophy, I do have read a lot of books on philosophy, but if you ask me for a suggestion, I will say no. Trust me, no. Because reading others' philosophy and others' wisdom and approach can make you knowledgeable at first about a lot of stuff. You will know cool terms. But the real philosophy, when you start questioning things about you, it could be about your life. What you see, what you perceive, what are your thoughts, what perspective you have. And when you start going beyond your own existence, beyond religion, beyond your own identity that society has given you, that you might have given yourself, your language, your relations, basically everything. That is philosophy. I have noticed one thing, that not everyone can learn philosophy. It varies people to people. People who let go their ego, the ego which is totally baseless, can learn philosophy, can learn how to think like a philosopher. But people who hold onto their ego, their identity that religion has given to them, their culture, they might not be able to come up with a better idea of philosophy. If you are going to ask me if I believe in God or if I don't believe in God, because in the same life, in the 21 years of my life, I have believed in God and I have not believed in God. I have chose the middle path of it, and I have become agnostic. I have been theist. I have been atheist. Like, yes, I never been the same person. So if you ask me about the God, I will simply say no, because that's my story, that's my experience based on my truth, my experiments, and everything. And that's my answer, that I don't believe in God. And if I say that I do not believe in God or I believe in God, it should not come from my arrogance or ego first. I have to let my ego go if I'm saying that God does not exist. So I'm not denying the existence. I just simply say there is nothing, absolutely nothing. Atheist philosophy is basically reaction from the theist philosophy, which is the exact reason ये दोनों चीजें अलग हैं. Let's not get into this. It's going to be very long. Now comes to the thinking part. What is thinking? Because if you still think that reading someone else's work based on their experiment and debating about it, mugging up work of different philosopher is philosophy, and this making you wiser, it's not. Because it's someone else's wisdom, that's not yours. You are becoming more knowledgeable about the stuff that you might want to talk, but you're not getting any wiser. So my part is, think about everything. Start with you. You can start with a very simple question. So, what are you? Ask yourself what you are made of. If blood is traveling throughout your body, why it is traveling you, how it is traveling you, what exactly is something that is making your blood travel throughout your body. If the blood is made up of cells, then what are these cells, how they are holding each other, how your whole body and organs are working together, how, and why do I have nails, why you have nails, or why a parasite doesn't have nails, and why every morning we poop, how my body is absorbing nutrients from the food I ate, and how the waste is produced? How did my body transformed a simple type of food, maybe a glass of milk, into poop? So ask. And I know at first it might sound stupid, it might sound weird, also a bit disgusting, but the moment you widen your horizon about society, चाहे वो जिंदगी हो गई, लाइफ हो गई, लोग हो गए, पॉलिटिक्स हो गई, कल्चर हो गया, रिलीजन हो गया, गॉड हो गया, ट्रुथ हो गया, and the other thousands of things. And first thing you will get comfortable. You will get very, very, very uncomfortable with this. And I know, because truth is something that makes you uncomfortable. Truth is never comforting. It makes you unusual, like weird. It might make you feel weird. For years, we have seen quite comfortable lives. For years, we have been very comfortable in our own lives. And this is the moment we get out of it. And the people, and I know you may not notice that so many people around you will not question things. And for me, let me tell you the exact reason why they do not question things. Because this is what we are taught. Never ask a question from your elders. So, yes. So ask yourself and do not feel guilty about it. And stay away from one thing I would like to say. Reels, shorts, small books or podcasts or lectures. Those aren't teaching you any philosophy. You cannot get the understanding of philosophy within just 30 seconds of reel. And that applies to my video as well. You're not getting anything from me. You won't learn anything from this video. I will just tell you how to think. I will just tell you, just think. That's it. That's the whole purpose of this video. I'm teaching you absolutely nothing. For the almost your whole life, you have marked up things about, because we have a shitty education system. So that's what we were taught, just to mug up things, never to think. So yes, think. And we have reached the end of this video. Just do one thing, sit down, write your thoughts, analyze, think again, write again, question why, how, think, more thinking, repeat, analyze, write down. And that is your philosophy. Thank you. Okay, bye. That's it about it. I'll see you next time. Bye.